I get the point that I'm supposed to, throw glass against the wall or something, and then everything's just supposed to go blank. Forget about anything this guy ever said. He's a bum. That you would know that, the world is generally banal, and I wouldn't say it has to be boring, but just like, like livable. And this elevator and this street and the guy above me, when things die down and become just, say, normal and somewhat complacent, they're supposed to start knocking stuff around and drilling and, making beeps and stuff, because something always needs to be stirring for this Philadelphia experiment economy. And that, I'm really not supposed to still be here on this planet, because I remember there was a time in the 70s, just for like a sliver of a moon, that it wasn't like that. That, there was nothing going on in the streets. And, there wasn't a lot moving, that it was more like a town instead of like a murder capital or a incorporated industry. And that's sort of like, that's a German thing, okay? And then the Jews are having such a good time being like coddled and brought into the fold and being oh so not naughty, And, as far as my knowledge goes, there was never this sort of chaos that always needed to be happening, that the industry and the killing fields, it was more formal in the form of, battlefields and war games. And it was only recently, relatively recently, with this crazy technology, that there always needed to be chaos on the streets and people, hustling for a non-existent dollar to make everybody unaware of what was actually going on with people's minds and brains as they committed heinous crimes and wreaked all sorts of havoc upon the hemisphere and union. And that I can't even imagine what they tell these people who they bring here from these foreign nations since like 1987, like you're here to wash this and watch that and tend to this and do that, and you'll have all the food and pleasant nights and, good viewing that you could hope for. So very disheartening and unfathomable and bewildered. It's just not nice, really. But I do remember there was a time when every place was more like a small, quaint town, and there just didn't need to be that much happening.